kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Hawaii's offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Miners offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Catch in the middle. It's Odom.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Odom. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Miners look to keep this drive humming. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Smith. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They use the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. He'll do it himself. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
That's caught. It's Odom. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Miners are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Back to throw. It's Locklear. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Miners will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. It'll be a draw. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Now the toss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. The quick out. And the 35, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Sims. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. UTEP has the ball and the Minor offense ready to go to work. They'll try the run. Got room at the 35. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call red snooping. A little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Miners can really attack on this second and short. Dropping back, it's Glocklear. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Snap it to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Miners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on second and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Field goal is good. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half, and it's a first down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rainbow Warriors with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Bringing the heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Looking for a productive play on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Locklear. That's caught, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Look out, he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah,
There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Miners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
when you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. Hawai'i has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Makes the catch. It's Harris. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see see it ran so successfully.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The snap sets up the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. It's White. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Hawai'i ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's going to run it, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that 3rd down.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive
Nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Locklear trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast. And
breaks into the open. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They go to the ground. Creates a little room. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would love to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo, and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. ULM rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Power football with the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here's the give off the left side. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wilson on the carry. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's White. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They just keep firing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Takes it from the gun on third down. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other.